Hey, Chalk and friends! Tonight we're playing with wooden snowmen, but we are totally giving them an updo. Oh my goodness, they are not going to look like snowmen by the time we are done. In fact, they're not going to look anything like snowmen because, okay, they don't really look that much like snowmen now, but okay, they kind of do. Hey everybody, I'm Megan Maria. I'm your Chalk Couture independent designer. Welcome to my live demonstration video. We are going to take some super cute little, let me show them to you unstained first. Some super cute little wooden snowmen. Aren't they adorable? So they're really, really cute, but we're gonna take them and we're gonna create something completely different with them, and then we're gonna chalk on it. So actually we'll probably create on it and then we'll attach them. I think will be the direction that we go in. But we have these very, very cute little wooden snowmen. We have a really pretty, I think this is the, I have two transfer choices. This is our welcome transfer. It's an A size, so it's the least expensive transfer we have, so it's super cute. So we have the welcome, and we also have, this one is called Farmhouse Tile. I'm not sure which one we're going to use. Farmhouse Tile would be easier to use because it's larger, and the surface that we're going to create on is very large. So it would take less time if we use that one, but I'm not sure it's small enough to be used. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hot chocolate bar. Everybody remember the hot cocoa, I should say. We made a hot cocoa bar around Christmas time. And we're gonna take it and we're gonna give it a seasonal updo. Hello, Miss Cheryl, welcome. So here's the hot cocoa bar. I'm gonna leave it behind me for now. So, well, I guess I can't leave it behind me because you can't see it. There we go. It's a wood, oh, it's heavy. It's a wood planter box that has been sitting in on my kitchen counter since we made it. It has been well loved and well used. It's this really big, and obviously I left all the stuff in it, and we need to take all the stuff out. So I have all these mason jars full of hot chocolate that I need to take out. You guys can't see what I'm doing, which seems really odd to me, but we're gonna take all the hot chocolate stuff out, and it'll be much easier for me to lift it now. Okay, so this is our super cute little box. Oops, wait, which way? This way. It's our super cute little box. It's a large wood, it's a solid wood box that my husband made for me at the holiday time. I made a bunch of these and I gave these as gifts. They were very, very well loved actually, and very well received holiday gift that I had made at Christmas time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chalk on the other side because it is relatively seasonal right now. Obviously, when it says hot chocolate, right? I'm ready for spring. Is everybody else ready for spring? I'm ready for spring, so I want to chalk on the other side. And what does that have to do with wooden snowmen, right? And then I have some really fun glass vases that we're going to put in it. And y'all know how much I love my tulips. So we're going to stick our vases with our tulips in our box and give it a spring makeover. I'm kind of on a roll right now with looking around my house and taking things that I already have and, you know, repurposing them and recreating on them. So what does that all have to do with little tiny wood snowmen? Well, a friend of mine took the little tiny wood snowmen and they turned them upside down and they made feet out of them for risers. So you could totally use this little snowman on any surface. So I'm going to give you an example here. Because risers are kind of like all the rage right now, right? So we have our super cute little cutting boards. I've not cut one of these out yet. But you could use these little guys on there. And I like them because they have, you know, they're not just a plain stick. You know, they have some dimension to them. They have some character. They're just cute. So you can take really any size and glue them to them and create risers out of them. And you can use all kinds, there's all kinds of different things like this out there. You could just use little balls. You could use those candle pots. There's just all kinds of things that you can do. We are, however, going to use them on this black box, and I stained them black. So we're going to put them, you don't have to put them upside down, I think they kind of look just as cute not upside down. They're really kind of hard for you guys to see. So you don't have to do upside down. To me, because I know they're snowmen, they still look like snowmen then to me. So I'm doing them upside down just because I'm trying to give them a little variety. But you could really do this with any piece of wood. Risers are all the rage. Everybody's making them in all kinds of different ways. You could take a tray and put feet on it. You could take a plain pine board and put feet on it. But he's really a snowman, and I bought him on Amazon, wooden snowmen, and they weren't expensive, and you've got a completely different upcycled look. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn my cameras on so you can see. We're going to take our hot chocolate bar. Now I have to be careful because my surface got wet, and I don't want to ruin the hot chocolate part because, again, this was one of the absolute most favorite things that I made in the holiday season. I made several of these. I gave them as gifts. I filled the hot chocolate. I filled the mason jars with all kinds of different flavors of hot chocolate, and I gave them to all kinds of people, and everybody loved them. But I want to upcycle them, so we're going to take them, and we're going to glue, and look, just like magic. It looks completely, totally different when you do it that way. So I'm going to show you how to glue them on because there's a trick to how you glue them. Oh my gosh, like, aren't you just in love with it already? I mean, look at that. So you got this cute little box. I mean, we've got fun little handles on it. I mean, we did everything, but we're just gonna go zhoosh, and it's gonna look completely different by the time we're done with it. So it's just, you know, taking that one little thing in your house and zhooshing it up. So we are going to chalk, actually, on this side. You can tell it's been in my kitchen. It has been well loved. Hello, Diane. I would have used an old wooden spools from thread, yes, to make risers that I had in my I can't throw it away. See, we all have a I can't throw it away. Or it just needs a little something, something. Diane, you are right there with me. Yep, so you could totally use those. Anything that just gives it that just quick little, oops, it's upside down. We're gonna do them upside down. But I mean, seriously, how cute is that? Right? So there's a trick to gluing them on. Do I want to chalk first or do I want to, let's talk chalk and then we'll talk glue. So, where did I put my transfers? My original thought was this pretty little welcome. I mean, you're not going to get the whole pattern, but it would be super cute to go down it and just, you know, not use the welcome, but use the pattern because I love the pattern. So that's option number one, is take this and repeat the process over and over again. Option number two is taking the French Charm Collection Farmhouse Tile. And I think we got to take this one out because my problem with this one, I love this one. I just don't know, this is only 3 inches. I'm not sure how much of this pattern you're actually going to get to see. So I want to check it out here real quick and see. So we could, I guess that would work. We could do it that way, or we could do it this way. Kind of like it that way. So this is option number 2, the farmhouse tile. They're very similar. It's just size is the difference. So which one do you think we should use? Should we use the welcome or the farmhouse tile? I'm kind of liking the farmhouse tile. Plus, it'll be really easy to line up. And it'd be a pretty quick project. So that's the direction I'm leaning in. And the beauty of this is if we do it and we don't like it, we can wash it off and repaint it or restain it. Just redo it. So it really does give us some nice variety. So I'm leaning in the tile. You guys aren't voting. I'm going to give it just another little second because of the Facebook delay. So these are the Snowman doll. He's 2 1/8 inch. He came in a package of 12. He wasn't expensive. I bought him right on Amazon. But again, like Diane, go to your junk drawer. The key is you got to have 4 of them, right? And in this particular case, this is solid, thick wood. So I don't think I need to put one in the middle. I'm going to kind of gauge that as we go and see, is that really sturdy enough to hold it? Because it's a lot of weight, especially when the mason jars were in it. The mason jars are heavy. But we're just putting these, now we're going to put these fun little glass. eyes in it, and we're going to put tulips on it. So there's not going to be a lot of weight to it. All right, you guys are voted, so I'm going with my tile. So I'm not even going to take the entire transfer off. Right? It's a repeating pattern, so it doesn't matter which side I use. Sometimes I really have to think about it when it's a pattern like this. And don't do this. So I'm not going to take the whole transfer off the backer sheet because it's a big transfer and it will be much easier to maneuver it if the entire thing is not sticky. So I'm going to line it up. Using transfer itself as my gauge. All right, so we are going to put it on. It's not over far enough. So again, we're going to only end up with a little tiny piece of the pattern. Make sure you start over far enough. In the end, I'm going to end up taking the whole thing off the backer sheet. Can't you just feel it that I should just take it off? It'd be easier. But you all know me, and I will end up with it stuck to everything if I do that. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm over far enough. There. I'm over far enough. There. The big key to this is making sure you're straight, because that'll be the big challenge. So I'm over far enough now over here. And that's all you're going to get of the pattern. We could move it up higher. Right? We should move it up higher so it's more centered, right? So in the end, I am going to probably end up taking the whole thing off. But maybe not. Make sure you give yourself, get yourself over to the side far enough that your pattern, starts at the edge. Now the key here is getting it straight. All right, I think we're straight now. I think we come down a little bit. We're not 100% on straight. You do really want to make sure you're straight. And y'all know how I feel about measuring, so. I'm much more of a wing it kind of person. Okay, so seal your transfer really well. Make sure you're over your edge. I don't care that I'm not centered, right? I do care that I'm centered, don't I? Okay, so I'm 3 1/4 inches. I'm very close to being centered. Oh, I'm so close. How many times can you watch Maria take a transfer off and put it back on, right? So if I was smart, I would line up my ruler as I was doing it, right? And I would figure out here half. This is my center mark right here. I'm so close. So I'm actually going to cheat, and I'm going to put pencil mark at my center point. And I'm going to do it on my edge as well so that I can line up my center. I'm not going to see now I can't even, oh, there it is. Where is my center? Make it big enough so that you can see it. Because of what we're doing, obviously you really want to make sure it's straight. All right, so problem is going to be we can't see the pencil mark when we go to put it on. This is going to be like watching Maria fight with a transfer. I love how I talk about myself in the third person. Okay. Bring my pencil mark down here. There it is. Way down there. It's too far. It's not going to actually help me. Anybody have any, you know, like tricks? Actually, that one did pretty good. All right, I'd actually say we are pretty good. Okay, so smooth out all your air. We're gonna have just this little section down here that we're gonna have to redo. But this is a very nice repeating pattern. It's very easy to line it up because of how it ends. Unlike some, you know, previous transfers we've had that have done this kind of thing and they weren't so easy to. Okay, so I'm in the center of that circle. I'm in the center of that circle. All right, so this is gonna take us about 2 seconds once we start actually putting the chalk paste down. We're gonna simply use bright white. So I'm gonna open up my chalk paste. I stick my tab in there. I'm gonna grab a squeegee. I'm gonna dip my squeegee in my chalk paste, and I'm gonna cover up my silk screen. Chalking is very easy. Anybody can do it. Absolutely anybody can chalk. So my heat is on and I can feel it blowing above me. So I do want to move kind of quickly because I don't want my heat air to dry my chalk paste. You don't want your chalk paste to dry on your transfer. But then when we're all done, we're gonna glue our super cute little legs on the bottom, and I'm gonna show you how to take those little tiny snowmen and turn them into a very cool, turn this box into a very cool riser. You could also take those little guys and very easily create tiered trays with them. Okay, ready? Cross your fingers that I was straight. Carefully remove the transfer. Okay, I'm gonna set it over here, like so. Oh, gosh, isn't it cool? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I love this pattern. Oh my gosh, I love this pattern. All right, so we have half of our pattern done. More than half. We've just got to finish our little edge. I don't know why I'm washing off my squeegee. We're going to keep using it. So we do need to finish this end, and then we're going to take our super cute little snowmen and we're going to glue them on the bottom, and we're going to have the most adorable riser you have ever seen in your whole life. So we made this box, obviously. My hot glue gun is on. Don't touch your hot glue gun when you've turned it on. This is just a pine box that my husband made. But what you can do is you can buy any box. You can buy any piece of wood. You can buy a tray. There's all kinds of different ways for you to create this same look without needing a table saw or any kind of saw for that matter. So I'm just kind of drying this end so that I can put the transfer. I think I'm unplugging my light as I go, so that I can lay the transfer back down. Okay. Then I'm going to show you how we're going to attach. There's a trick I learned to attaching. When you don't want to, you could saw or drill and screw them in. Yes, you could totally do that too. But I'm all about, no power tools. Because once the power tools come out, have you seen that funny meme where the wife keeps calling her husband and he keeps not showing up? I'm getting chalk all over me. And then she zings the drill and there he is. Yeah, that's how it is in my house. If a power tool comes out and there's any power tool noise, I am immediately shut down. So, hot glue it is. Okay, so I'm just lining up my edge here So I'm just using this little edge here to line myself up. You just got to get straight. And because we've already chalked on it, it's pretty easy to do because the line is there. Come on, get over there. There we go. Biggest problem is it sticks to your feet. You get it all lined up and then it sticks to your finger. So when you go to move it, I think we're golden. Okay, now we're just going to do this little edge. This will be the part when I screw it up. This is the part that gets screwed up, is the lining up of the second piece. Okay. So that's why I'm glad it's a small piece. It looks okay. Now I'm going to pull it off and hope it's kind of close. Ooh, look at that, it is perfect! Awesome! It is perfect. Wow! Who knew? I did get a little bit of chalk. I don't think that's, I better look. That might be pattern. But I did get it. Oh, actually, I shouldn't be washing that off. I think that's pattern. I'm going to stop washing that off and look at the transfer in a minute. Okay, so I'm washing off everything. Much easier to clean up your tools when your chalk paste is wet than when your chalk paste is dry. Not that you can't clean it up when it's dry, because you can totally clean it up when it's dry. It's just easier when it's wet. All right, so now we have this super cute little box. So it says hot cocoa on the other side, right? We're giving it a spring makeover. That way, I'm reusing something that I love. It sits on my the hot cocoa bar has sat on my kitchen counter all winter. My kids love it. They use it. They have used it. So it's just kind of a fun thing. So I don't want it to go away. I just don't need hot chocolate. Hopefully it's going to get warm, right? And the hot chocolate part's going to go away. And we're going to get to, sorry, I'm dropping things now. And we're going to get to spring here. So I just want to give this a quick dry so I don't smudge it as we're going. All right, so it's time to put our feet on. So we're going to flip her upside down. Again, these are our super cute little adorable snowmen. We're going to turn them upside down and we're going to put them in the four corners. Now the trick to securing them when you don't want to drill and do all those things. No, that's not upside down. This is upside down. I'm doing them right side up. Now they're upside down. The trick to doing this is two things. Hot glue, but my very favorite glue in the whole wide world is E6000. I'm hoping that this container is not all dried up. E6000 is an amazing glue. So it gets dried up when you don't use it often enough. It's been neglected. So I'm just digging out the dried up glue out of it so that we can get glue. It's stronger than what industrial strength adhesive. Flexible, paintable, waterproof, non-flammable. But I would tell you this is amazing glue. It works on pretty much everything and it's super strong. But I think I'm gonna have to, he's all dried up. So I gotta figure out how to get him open so that the glue comes out. It's time for a new jar, or tube. It's time for a new tube. We might have to just cut him open. I don't think he's all dried up. Hang on, let's gonna look and see if we have another one. But what you do is you do a combination of hot glue and E6000, very similar to what you would do with wood glue. So you could also use wood glue. You could do wood glue and, I don't have another one. You could do wood glue and hot glue as well. All right, we're gonna try cutting it open and see if the whole thing is, because I need a new one anyway. Is he all? Okay, he works. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some E6000 in the middle of him. Actually, maybe he is all dried up. It'll still work. It's a little bit like rubber cement. I've loved this glue for many years. So I'm just going to put some on each one, and then I'm going to hot glue around it. And that will be what gives us, right? Yep. I'm doing it on the right side. Make sure you've got the right side. Now, you know, you guys are going to open up your glue and it's going to come out. It's not going to be all dried up like mine is. I am, however, getting my fingers all gross. So this glue is super fun as far as what all it can do. It works really well. So I'm just, again, you're going to open up your tube and you're going to squeeze it on. And then you're going to take your hot glue gun and you're going to go around it. And then you're going to glue them in the corner. Like so. And that's all you're going to do. And it's the combination of the hot glue and the E6000 which will make them stay on. You can't just do hot glue, I don't think. Just don't think over the long run hot glue is by itself going to be good enough. I think you need both. But what's nice about doing the hot glue versus the E6000 right away is the E6000 takes longer to dry. So this gives you, you know, kind of that combination of instant glue plus the durability of a stronger glue. So it's that kind of nice combination. Because, I mean, they're already glued on. They're not going anywhere. So we have our super cute little riser guy. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get rid of my E6000. I'm going to put it on my list of, hey, dummy, buy a new one. You should check those things before you go live. Right. I'm going to unplug my new hot glue gun so I stop burning my finger on it every time I touch it. All right, so we have this super cute thing. You guys should see it. All right, and then we're going to take our fun little jars. Oops, how'd that one get all wet? Like it's got water in it. Oh, I washed them. I did that a while ago, though. Okay, so I'm going to stick my little fun jars in here. I need one more jar. I had another one. Here it is. So we're going to stick all kinds of different jars. They're, you know, varying heights. And then I have my fun little, you don't want them all to be the same color though. Got a little variety of pretty little flowers. Okay. We might need more than one and I might need to cut them. A little bit lower. Yeah, lower is better. I don't like to cut these because, well, you all know how I feel about these. I love these guys. I put them on in everything. You see them in my pictures. You see them everywhere because I love these. So I don't like to cut them because I kind of just move them around my house all season. Alright, that's better. Shorter's better. Alright, and I'm going to hold it up and show it to you here in a second. You can't see them anyway because they're in the jar, or they're in the wood, so you can't see the stems that I'm just folding up to put in. Okay, ready? We might put more in. I don't know. We'll see if we think it's enough or not. I'm going to flip her around. And then I'm going to go like so. And this is our super cute little tray with our fun little flowers. And now it has feet. So it is Got these super fun little feet on it. It's just a cute little wood tray. You could put you could put any kind of flower in it. And then when it's different season, we'll be back to our hot cocoa bar. But because of where I put it on my kitchen counter, you don't see the other side. So this way I can totally keep reusing it and yet have a little pop of spring. Now you could totally, that's not gonna work either. I gotta stop doing these projects like this where it's too hard for you guys to see them. Okay, we're gonna try laying it down, and of course they're all going to fall out as soon as I lay them down. Okay, so this is our fun little project. Super cute little, kind of gives you an idea. Our little feet are already all glued on. They're not going to come off because we used the combination of hot glue and the E6000. But it gives you that chance to take one piece of home decor and use it throughout the whole year. So when summer comes, I can take my tulips out and I can put geraniums in it, or zinnias, I'm not sure how you say that, or Gabora daisies. You know, you can change out your flowers, and then when it gets back to being fall, I can go back to hot cocoa, and then I'll have it for that. So it's just, I like to find ways to use things more than once and to continue to use them. So this is our fun little project. This is the farmhouse tile. That is the transfer that we used. We used the cute little snowman to make these adorable little feet to give it the riser. We are going to do another project with the cute little snowman, only we're going to make a white just tray. But you could also use the cute little snowman on just a cutting board or a piece of wood or an actual tray. I mean, you can just go buy a white tray and paint your little snowman white and glue your little feet on, and then you have a really cute tray. So there's just lots of different ways to make super fun little trays right now. And I liked the snowman because, again, it's not just a stick. It's not just, you know, one roundedness that has a little character to it. And you don't know they're snowmen because they're upside down. And when I look at it, I get to giggle because you and I know they're snowmen, but nobody else is going to know they're snowmen. So that's my project for you tonight. I'm Making Maria. I'm your Chalk Couture independent designer. If you want to check out any of these amazing products, you can go right to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. This is Farmhouse Collection tile is the transfer that we used, and we just used a wood board. So that's all I got for you. Tomorrow night we will be making yet another. Oh, I forgot to talk about our shamrocks. Oh my gosh. So if you're in the Making Maria crafty community, we're doing a fun little thing for St. Patrick's Day right now. There are 2 shamrocks left. They're mystery bundles. They're $25, and there's 2 mystery bundles left. So if you want to grab those, you need to do it quick because there's only 2 left. And then I will be sending those out to people. But yeah, it's $25, and the value in them is more than obviously $25, and one of them is a $50 value. So you want to check out the mystery bundles. They're in the Making Maria crafty community, so that you can see those. Otherwise, I'll be back at you tomorrow night. I make a live demo video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So come on back and check us out. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys have a great Thursday. See ya.